Karyn, Bryant for MMA Heat. I'm here with Miguel Torres, and Miguel, you'll be taking on Michael McDonald on Saturday night at UFC 145. And everybody's saying this is the next generation, this is the next guy. What do you say about him as an opponent, and how do you feel knowing that you're somebody they've thrown him to really test him?
Well, the biggest thing for me that I see is that he's very young. He's very, for being young, he's very experienced. He's very dangerous. He likes to counter strike. He throws right hands and left hooks. Everything he throws is a bomb. He's very aggressive, so I know that I have to enter the fight, be very smart, also be aggressive. I have to push him to his limit, and I think the biggest factor in this fight is just my experience.
Yeah, I mean, you were a young gun once before, too. I mean, do you remember being in his shoes and what it's like to have a lot of expectations put on you?
I see a lot of the way he's doing everything he's doing the way I was doing it. I see a lot of his ideals and the way that he thinks. I've been through that. I think the biggest difference between me and him is just that I've ran the gamut already. I've been through it, and I'm on my second run, and I'm ready to do it better.
Yeah, what is the second run like in terms of your mental state? Do you find it easier to get up for fights now, or is it something that you have to push yourself to a little harder because you've done this for so long?
No, I appreciate, I love the fact that I can get up and train for a living. I don't have to work. I have my gym that I don't have to be at. I have great people taking care of my gym for me, so I get to leave for 2 months and train at Tristar or train with the Black Zans, and I get to be around, guys. All my training partners are his age, and I know when I can go to the gym and push 10 guys to their limit, and I've got one guy waiting for me, I have all the confidence in the world that I'm going to be fine.
But he has criticized you, saying that after you lost a fight, you started changing your style and you didn't fight as aggressively. What do you make of that?
I mean, it's an assumption that he has to make because he hasn't been through that yet. It's easy to judge somebody when you haven't been through it. I can say, oh, if I would have been like Fedor and I would have lost, I would have did this different. It's different to say one thing when you haven't been through the situations. He hasn't lived the life that I've lived. He hasn't been through the things that I've been through. He doesn't know why I made the choices that I made. And I'm not totally changing my style. I'm evolving my style. I went to Tristar. It was the first gym I ever trained at where I had a real coach to actually sit down and dissect my game and show me everything I was doing wrong and what I was doing right and how to make it better. And my first fights in the UFC, I had to adapt to a new style and learn a new style. And I had to prove that by fighting that way. And now I found a new balance. All the guys I was fighting were also this tall. They were 5'2". So I couldn't just run in there and be crazy aggressive because you're going to get taken down. So I had to respect the distance a little bit more. And with a guy like him, he's going to get his wish. He's saying that he wishes old Miguel Torres would show up, and he needs to watch what he asks for.
I have to guess that after being released from the UFC and brought back in, there's probably a little bit of a renewed sense of, not urgency, but a sense of purpose for you in proving that you're supposed to be here, yeah?
No, I've always had purpose. I've always had to prove that I've been here. The biggest thing for me is that I appreciate it more now. I know I had something huge going on, and it was great, and I lost it, and I got it back again, and I just appreciate it more. I trained, I'm not going to say I trained harder. I trained hard for all my fights, but I trained with a renewed sense of vigor because I knew that this could be taken away at any moment, So I had to go in there and do something a little bit different. And I never changed my diet. For no opponent have I changed my diet. This one I have, so it means something special to me.
Last question, how good is this guy, Rory McDonald?
This guy?
Yeah.
This guy right here?
Yeah, how good is he?
This guy is a beast. He's the only guy in the gym that I don't want to train with because he's the only guy that will punch my head into the floor. This guy's a beast.
Same way.
This guy's a beast. This is the future right here.
Absolutely. I think he does have a bright future ahead of him. I think you're going to have a great fight on Saturday night, and I thank you for spending the time with us.
Thank you very much. And may I add, you smell awesome.
Thank you.
There's a little there doing some upside down.